Greetings, fellow time travelers. Welcome back to Ancient Mystery, where we uncover the hidden mysteries of lost civilizations and dive deep into the secrets that shaped our world. I'm your archaeological guide, and today we're about to embark on one of the most thrilling adventures this channel has ever undertaken. Deep in the Egyptian desert, beyond the famous pyramids you know, lies a structure so mysterious, so enigmatic, that it's been called the Black Pyramid. But here's what will blow your mind. Beneath this crumbling ruin hides the most elaborate labyrinth ever constructed under any Egyptian pyramid. A maze of chambers so complex, so unprecedented, that even today's experts can't fully explain why it was built. Before we venture into this forbidden monument, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Trust me, what we're about to reveal will challenge everything you thought you knew about ancient Egyptian engineering. Let's unlock this ancient mystery together. Picture this scene with me. You're standing in the heart of the Egyptian desert, about 30 kilometers from Cairo. The year is 1828. Around you rise the magnificent structures of Dahshur, home to two colossal pyramids that tower over the landscape. But wait, what's that dark, jagged hill in the distance? At first glance, it looks like nothing more than a natural formation, a black rocky mound rising from the sand. But here's the shocking truth that archaeologists discovered. This isn't a hill at all. It's a pyramid, a monument built nearly 3,800 years ago, now so deteriorated that locals gave it a haunting name, the Black Pyramid. And here's what makes this absolutely mind-bending. Over 100 pyramids were constructed during the age of the pharaohs, but none, and I mean none, contain anything like what lies beneath this mysterious structure. We're talking about an underground network so vast, so intricate, that it defies all conventional pyramid design. Now, here's something that will intrigue you. This pyramid is completely closed to the public. Why? Because structural problems have made it potentially dangerous for visitors. The entire monument is literally crumbling, with massive cracks threatening to bring the whole thing down at any moment. But for this exclusive ancient mystery investigation, a team of fearless archaeologists has received extraordinary permission to enter. And even more incredibly, our cameras will be going in with them. This is footage that very few people in the world have ever seen. Leading this expedition is Fran Monnier, one of the world's leading pyramid experts. This man knows these ancient structures so intimately that he can draw detailed floor plans from memory alone. But even for someone with his expertise, the Black Pyramid remains an enigma wrapped in mystery. Pay attention to what he says. There is no equivalent to this complex distribution of chambers anywhere else. What would be truly fascinating to scan would be the zones dedicated to the queens and the zone dedicated to the king, to get a clearer vision of what happened inside these chambers. Do you hear that? Even the experts don't fully understand what they're dealing with. For this groundbreaking mission, the team has brought in specialist Alban Brispu, an expert in digital imaging technology. And the tool he's carrying? It's called a LIDAR scanner, one of the most advanced archaeological instruments on the planet. Here's what makes this technology absolutely incredible. This tiny device, weighing less than 2 pounds, can record hundreds of thousands of data points per second with millimeter precision. It's going to create a complete three-dimensional model of the pyramid's interior, something that's never been done before for this monument. Listen to Alban's words. This pyramid is not open to the public. I don't know what conditions I'm going to encounter inside. I feel quite privileged to be able to enter this monument that very few people have seen. It's quite emotional. Can you imagine the excitement? Can you feel the anticipation of stepping into a place that's been sealed for decades? But here's the challenge. Every time someone wants to access this pyramid, they have to clear the entrance by removing stone blocks, just like in the time of the pharaohs. This barrier was designed to protect the monument and keep intruders out. And now our cameras are following Alban as he descends into the darkness. I'm configuring the scanner and my phone so they communicate with each other. This way, I receive what the scanner is seeing in real time. The scanner begins its work, making distinctive sounds as it digitizes the spaces around it. After advancing a few meters, Alban verifies everything is functioning properly. We can clearly see the little green point, which is the scanner's position. It has recorded this wall right here. It's positioned perfectly. But listen to what he says next. This is crucial. It's practically a labyrinth. The objective is to create a quite precise plan of all these structures. This will allow us to document in considerable detail the general volumetry of the spaces. A labyrinth. Fellow explorers, we're not talking about a simple burial chamber. We're talking about an underground maze that was designed with a purpose we still don't fully understand. As Alban ventures deeper, the conditions become increasingly harsh. Pay attention to this important detail. Inside the pyramid, air circulation is minimal. The atmosphere is stifling, oppressive. This means the team can't stay underground for extended periods. They're working against the clock. Listen to Alban's description. The humidity is very oppressive and suffocating. The truth is, it tires you out quite a bit. Imagine being hundreds of feet underground, in nearly 4,000-year-old corridors, struggling to breathe while trying to conduct precise scientific measurements. This is the reality of modern archaeology. It's not all adventure and excitement. Sometimes it's genuinely dangerous work. But Alban presses on, scanning multiple empty chambers as he navigates through the tunnels. Look how well you can see everything we've advanced. We have a sketch of the floor plan. I've gone to capture the small rooms on both sides of this central corridor, and now we're going to enter the antechamber and then the king's chamber. The king's chamber. This is it, explorers. The spiritual heart of the pyramid, the sacred space where the pharaoh's eternal rest was meant to be eternal. And here's where things get truly spectacular. As Alban enters the king's chamber, he's confronted with an absolutely breathtaking sight. The pharaoh's sarcophagus, carved from a single piece of pink granite from Aswan, one of the hardest, most durable stones in all of Egypt. Think about this for a moment. This sarcophagus is nearly 4,000 years old, yet its state of preservation is remarkable. The ancient craftsman who created this masterpiece achieved a level of precision that would challenge even modern stonemasons. But here's what's deeply puzzling. While the sarcophagus remains magnificent, look around at the chamber itself. The walls are showing severe deterioration. There are cracks everywhere. Listen carefully to what the scanner reveals. With all the marks on the vaults, on the masonry joints, we see that everything is separating. There are even cracks. A lot of structural pressure is being exerted on these vaults. This is the great mystery, time travelers. What happened during construction that caused the monument to present such a deteriorated state? What went wrong? The scan results should provide more information, but one thing is clear. The pharaoh's builders must have made critical errors in the very design of the monument for the pyramid to look so damaged today. But who was this pharaoh? And why did he commission such an elaborate underground complex? To understand this mystery, we need to travel back in time to the period of its construction, the Middle Kingdom of Egypt, one of the most fascinating eras in ancient Egyptian history. The man who ordered the construction of this extraordinary pyramid was King Amenemhat III, one of the most powerful pharaohs in Egyptian history. He reigned around 1800 years before Christ. That's over 3,800 years ago. Here's what makes Amenemhat III so significant. He's considered the most powerful pharaoh of one of ancient Egypt's most prestigious dynasties. During his reign, which lasted an incredible 66 years, Egypt reached heights of prosperity and power that few other periods could match. But here's the puzzling question that's baffled archaeologists for decades. Why did this mighty pharaoh, with all the resources of Egypt at his command, choose to build such a complex underground structure? And more importantly, why did it fail so catastrophically? Think about it, fellow explorers. When the ancient Egyptians built the Great Pyramid of Giza over 1,000 years before Amenemhat, it stood perfectly solid. Even today, 4,500 years later, it remains one of the most stable structures on Earth. So, what went wrong with the Black Pyramid? Let's look at what makes this pyramid so unique. According to expert Fran Monnier's detailed analysis, the underground layout is unlike anything else in pyramid architecture. We have here the entire extent of the funerary network. There is no equivalent of this complex distribution of chambers anywhere else. Pay attention to this crucial detail. Most pyramids have a simple layout, an entrance corridor leading to perhaps one or two chambers. But the Black Pyramid? It contains an entire complex of chambers that goes far beyond the simple need to bury a body. There are chambers dedicated to the king, separate chambers dedicated to the queens, interconnecting corridors that form a genuine maze. This isn't just a tomb, it's an underground palace designed for the afterlife. But here's the question that keeps archaeologists awake at night. Why did the Egyptians want to build such an extensive network never seen before? What was the purpose of all these chambers? As our archaeological team continues to scan the depths of this mysterious monument, they make discovery after discovery that challenges conventional understanding. In one chamber, they find something that sends chills down their spines. Listen to this exclamation. "My goodness, there are still bones inside?" Bones. After nearly 4,000 years, human remains are still present in these chambers. But whose bones are they? Queens, priests, servants who were sealed inside to serve the pharaoh in the afterlife. The scanner captures everything, every crack, every joint in the masonry, every structural weakness. And with each new scan, the picture becomes clearer and more troubling.